From LALATE headquarters in Santa Monica, this is Afternoons LALATE.
As we go into the early evening, $1,400 third stimulus checks are now updated to land into people's mailboxes, direct deposits, and direct express accounts next week. Of all the new dates released in the last 24 hours right now. Meantime, big exciting news about the delivery of the stimulus across the board. And which banks have delivered stimulus checks, which have not. Which have been fast and which have not. Meantime, what's going on with Wall Street and that 10-year Treasury note? 1.7%? What is going on with big tech and what's going on with blue chips? Meantime, fourth stimulus is heating up, and that fourth stimulus could be the biggest payday you've seen to date. I'll have all those details as well. New video from Bernie Sanders. Shock and horror out of Miami. The calendar and when those stimulus checks will land in your bank account. The new alerts that viewers are receiving about the stimulus check landing by Direct Express on March 24th. New video from the president, new video from Dr. Fauci, and new statements from SBA about your EIDL grant. So much happening across the board, from the West Coast to the East Coast. As we go into the early evening, it's a big day, and your stimulus check's about to make it even bigger. As we start Afternoons LALATE, starting right now on this channel. If you want money right How are you? It's a big evening of Afternoons LALATE as stimulus checks will be landing tomorrow, the day after, and especially March 24th, March 26th, and March 27th. I have all the big news, the new alerts, the new details from the South Beach to the West Coast, and the alerts landing in people's mailboxes right now. How are you? It's a great afternoon. And I hope you are having a great Sunday. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. This is the most comprehensive we have been to date. We are updating things literally by the minute, by the second. I am not the call center that you called 5 days ago. I'm not that website that was updated 3 days ago or the voicemail that was recorded on the 17th. I'm here right now. This is me, not a cardboard cutout of me. I mean, I could put a cardboard cutout of me and say it's up-to-date information, but then I would be that card you use to deliver the stimulus check. No, I'm up to date by the minute. So this is actually me, not a cardboard cutout. And if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Also, like this video. It really helps in the algorithm rankings. And if you're not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. The breaking news is that there is breaking news, and that the breaking news is the updates delivered to viewers' channel. Millions of viewers' channel have gotten updates across the board, and let me give them to you right now. If you were expecting a direct deposit of a stimulus check, well, guess what? You may still be getting it, but not by direct deposit. It may be coming by paper check. Also, if you're expecting it by direct deposit and we're told it was supposed to be there on 17th, guess what? It might be there on the 24th. Third, if you bank at a bank that has a taped recording that says your stimulus checks are coming in 3 weeks, or your stimulus checks are coming in 5 years, or you're last in line, or there's a post to their website posted on March 15th, guess what? It's not up-to-date information. I have the updated information for you right now. Viewers of this channel started to see what happened this morning and late yesterday and middle of yesterday. Happening in 3 places. One, IRS.GOV's Track My Stimulus tool was being updated, and it was being updated absolutely across the board. This is what was happening. People who had used the tool before had gotten either no information about them, meaning not available, no information, or they had gotten a result of March 17th as their stimulus check. Of course, that was St. Patrick's Day. It came and went, and they didn't get a stimulus check. Well, guess what? It got changed, the website. It got changed to two possibilities. The possibilities of what viewers saw was an update that said, you're getting a stimulus check, but not by direct deposit, by paper check. And it's coming the 26th was the most common date they're getting for the result, or 27th or 28th. Now, guess what? If you're tracking something at your bank, you set up direct deposit, you're expecting to be a direct deposit, and your bank says, guess what? It'll be there in a few weeks. And then you go to IRS and says, no, it's not even going to your bank. It's going in the mail, and it's going to be there on the 26th. Yeah, that's sort of a reality check that you didn't expect to happen. That's what's happening. IRS is updating their fields across the board. These are databases. These aren't bank things. These are databases. So they have databases being updated by the minute. The second update it was delivering was that people who had previously shown information, either no information or March 17th direct deposit, were getting changed to a March 24th direct deposit. And then the banks started showing changes as well. Normin, in one of the videos before this, got an update from Chase that deposits were going to start showing on March 24th. And then came my Direct Express consumers. My Direct Express viewers, which is a Direct Express card issued by the federal government, were seeing a change of status dramatically. One, they were seeing on IRS.GOV that it's not coming by Direct Express card, that's coming by mail. And that virtually most of the time it showed the 26th, but the most common dates were 26, 27. And yet, get this, a lot of them were getting the paper checks last Friday, this Saturday, and Thursday. And then others got this. Other viewers who used the Direct Express card were getting this alert that it's coming the 24th by direct deposit. So if you're one of the viewers who simply has not seen a change of an alert, or it doesn't show a change at IRS.gov, don't worry, because these scenarios, these anecdotes, these occurrences are reflective of what's going to happen with you. Starting tomorrow, you're going to start to see direct deposits occur and also mail checks appear. And they're going to start appearing across the board. This is the most up-to-date information you have. Those direct deposits, let's look at the calendar. The direct deposit dates that viewers of this channel are getting from IRS and their banks are generally the 24th, which if you look, it's a Wednesday. But deposits could start to show tomorrow, the 23rd. Now, other viewers who have gotten alerts or an update from IRS, they are generally 24, 25, 26, 27. None of them have gotten an alert that says 23rd, ironically. But it could show up tomorrow, 22nd. It could show up the 23rd as well. But the big alerts that viewers are getting are 24 for direct deposit and paper check for 25, 26, and 27. More about that in a second. But the big news that the president delivered over the weekend is that you're getting a stimulus check. It's ironic because it's in a day like this where people want to send fake narrative, false narratives, confusing narratives that no one's getting a stimulus check, or that stimulus checks are coming in 7 months or 7 years or 7 weeks. And it takes a president to step forward and say, stop the madness. Your stimulus check's coming in a couple days. Where are people getting this fake narrative from? The president stepped forward and made very clear, you will either you either have the check now or it's coming right away. Let's listen to the president's message.
Make a difference. Georgia just proved it. 11,779 times. And if anyone ever wondered if voting can change a country, Georgia just proved it can. Because when you elected 2 new United States senators, you made it possible to pass the American Rescue Plan. Landmark legislation will not only meet the emergency we're in, but transform this nation. Starting with this, for those folks who either already have and will soon have $1,400 in their pockets. You can thank Senators Warnock and Ossoff. But for their votes, it would not have happened. What does that mean? It means 85% of the households in America will get that money. Here in Georgia, it means 88% of all adults and 88% of the children in this state will get that $1,400 as well. Just add it up. A typical family, 2 parents, 2 kids, earning $100,000 a year, each will get $1,400. That's $5,600 for that family.
What's interesting is that the president's timing was actually perfect. The Help Is Here tour, which kicked off last week, delivered a series of messages across the board that stimulus checks are landing and that they are landing. And I got to tell you, you heard me say this throughout the day. I'm going to say it again today. I've never seen a level of negativity in recent months like I've seen in the last 24 hours. There have been people that want to tell you the worst of the worst stories they can tell you. Your stimulus checks landing in 5 years, 3 months, 4 years. It's not true. It's not true. But if they drop in the comments and you see them around you, just sort of brush it off. Stimulus checks are now coming. If you go to the IRS tool and you don't see any update on your name, don't worry, IRS is updating those accounts so that the database is updated. Don't worry. Second, if you don't see an alert from your bank, don't worry. Others have got the alert from the bank. Finally, if you think it's going to be in direct deposit, it may be in the mail. The great news across the board is that countless viewers are now seeing updates from IRS that are just appearing today and yesterday, that a stimulus check will not be coming by direct deposit like you were looking for it, but in the mail. And that when they went to go look at the mail, oh my God, there was the check. I've been looking for 3 days in the deposit account. It wasn't there. It was already in the mail. That is the great news. There was one viewer overnight that sent me this message on Facebook who said, I talked to H&R Block and one person told me, my stimulus check's not coming to December. Now, here's what the viewer could have done. He could have done what some people have been dropping on comments on social media, on the channel, and a lot of places saying, you know what, no one's getting a stimulus check to December. I was told that. That's the rule. That's the new fact. No, the viewer knew it was bogus. The viewer knew that the call center operator just simply was misspoken and laughed it off, said, can you imagine how ridiculous that is? Of course it's ridiculous. I've had viewers from H&R Block get stimulus checks last Monday. Here are the things that are untrue that are currently circulating. First, that SSI and SSDI stimulus, the SSI, SSDI, Social Security and Rural Benefits and Veterans have not gotten any stimulus checks. Absolutely untrue. I've had hundreds of thousands of SSI and SSI recipients get stimulus checks from big banks. Second, that no one on Direct Express have yet to receive a stimulus check. That's not true either, but I have had very few. Third, that no one from veterans will get their stimulus checks until after SSI and SSDI. Also untrue. That people who file tax returns are getting stimulus checks first. Also untrue. That there's certain ways of delivery of stimulus checks electronically. Also untrue. That the IRS tool has been inaccurate. Well, it was inaccurate, but now it is accurate. So I guess it was true and now it's not true. These are the banks that have paid out money to viewers of this channel so far. They are Citizens Bank, PNG, Bancorp, Chime. Let me stop right there, Bancorp, Chime. In one of the videos earlier today, I had a viewer say, I haven't gotten my stimulus check from Bancorp, Chime. Here's an example of a strange scenario. I had viewers get Bancorp, Chime stimulus checks the very first day the stimulus went out. The very first day, at the end of the day, they got the stimulus check. And here's a viewer over a week later, has not gotten a stimulus check. No need of concern. He was not alone. I've had other people from Bancorp Chime that have not gotten the stimulus check. Net spend. That's another example. I had a lot of viewers today. What about net spend? What about net spend? I've had a lot of viewers say they haven't gotten for net spend, but a lot of viewers who have gotten for net spend. And then Green Dot. I had Teresa who said, I got it from Green Dot Walmart card on Saturday. And I had another viewer drop in the comments today that said they got it also from Green Dot Walmart yesterday. I had viewers who got it on Thursday, and that some viewers between Thursday and Saturday were anxious that they heard people got on Wednesday. Give it time. It's coming. U.S. Bank, PNC, Capital One Bank have paid out stimulus checks. Also, Lake Michigan Credit Union, USAA. Also, Union Bank, MetaBank, Amex Bluebird, Navy Federal, BB&T, Woodforest or Wordforest, I forgot. And then Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, H&R Block, Emerald Card, and TurboTax have paid out the stimulus checks. More about when your stimulus check will be landing next week, but let's cut to the shocking news out of South Beach. South Beach is an example of what's going on right now. Spring break would normally occur now, and in some states it is, in some states it isn't. But in Florida, Governor DeSantis said, oh, we don't need restrictions for COVID. Let's just lift them all. And with that, pandemonium, rioting, craziness on Ocean Drive in South Beach, Miami last night. So badly that they had to put a curfew in place. This is the Miami-Dade Police's Twitter handle. And they posted this picture from the scene after the lockdown was issued. Earlier in the day, during light hours, there were people twerking on lampposts, jumping on top of cars. All street traffic was shut down. No one could go anywhere. It was chaos like you could not imagine. So will that continue? Meantime, there's concerns if this continues, we could see massive resurgence of the virus. Dr. Fauci spoke about that over this weekend. There's new lockdowns in Italy. There are lockdowns in other states as well. And as these lockdowns continue, other countries as well, and as those lockdowns continue, could there be a resurgence of the virus in the United States? Let's listen into what Dr. Fauci says about the resurgence occurring overseas.
European countries over a period of time, and as you can see, the last date on this slide is March 17th. This is what I referred to previously about the surges that are going on in Europe at a time when we've reached this point of plateauing that Dr. Walensky mentioned to you, where we're now at 53,200 cases per day on a 7-day average. This strongly suggests that there's an increase in transmissibility in the European countries associated with 117. What about severity of disease? Next slide. In a couple of UK studies, this one looking at over 54,000 matched pairs of participants in the UK, in which one person was infected with the B117 and another one with the previously circulating variant, there was a 64% increased risk of death for those with the B117. Next slide. In this similar study in the UK.
But the message is very loud and clear that as the virus expands, we need relief. And are those $1,400 stimulus checks landing? Yes. When are they landing? I'll have more about those details coming up. But first, here's a little bit about the community
now,
page.
not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE Daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on Mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE.
And the excitement continues tonight on evenings at LALATE at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, with the latest updates about pending deposits, including pending deposits for Direct Express. You see in this one right here. Pending deposits are now going into Direct Express cards for March 24th. Of all those details tonight on evenings at LALATE. And then we go into Hazard Pay at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. How are you? It's a big day. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. We're having a lot of fun, a lot of information, and a lot of help for one another. If you receive your stimulus check, drop in the comments what date you got your stimulus check and from what bank. And if you've not gotten your stimulus check, drop in the comments, haven't gotten it, who you bank with. I'll be jumping into the live chat in just a second. But if you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also like this video. Let's see if we can do 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 likes. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. The big update, if you're joining me, is the following. That millions of Americans who are awaiting their stimulus check to arrive in their bank account will see it appear this coming week. Viewers are seeing a change of the guard. First, at IRS.GOV, the tracking tool has now been updated to show countless of the millions and millions of viewers of this channel that the stimulus check is arriving, one, by paper check, not by direct deposit, next week on the 26th, 27th, or 28th. Excuse me, 26th or 27th. And then two, by direct deposit the 24th. Changing that information from either no information to that or March 17th to that information. And then viewers are also getting alerts as well. They're getting alerts from their banks, whether it's Chase or Direct Express, saying that the stimulus check will be landing on March 24th. That date is universally reappearing across the board. That delivery of the stimulus check is the indication that yours is happening as well. You're getting a stimulus check, number one. If you are not a dependent, you're getting a stimulus check, number two. If you don't have a payee, you're getting a stimulus check, number three. Ultimately, you're getting a stimulus check. It's coming next week. And across the board, there have been a lot of questions, a lot of confusion, but hopefully I've been able to assist you in understanding where things are. With that, let me jump into some of the live chat questions right now, and let's see what some of the viewers are saying about it. Is IRS giving a date on the paper check, says Annie? Yes, they are. They're giving March 26th as the date for the viewer's paper check. Some are getting March 27th as a date as well. Let me see more of the comments. I love you, Jenny, says Gail. There's Laura, Direct Express, nothing pending. Give it a little bit of time. Thank you, Laura, for your comment. Carolina, nothing on Direct Express. Give it a little bit of time. Thank you for your comment. Haven't gotten mine, says Susie, Regions Bank. Thank you for your comment. Do we paychecks still don't have a date? Do paychecks have a date? They do have a date. Credit union deposit, nothing pending yet. So Zeus, give it a little bit of time. Credit unions have been good on this time, so don't worry that it's a credit union. They're paying out the checks on the same speed as everyone else. Let's see. Are we getting a check or direct deposit on Direct Express? Dan. So Dan McNeil's comment is great. If you're on Direct Express, are you getting Direct Express direct deposit or are you getting paper check? I've had, I would say, more than 50% of viewers who got new alerts get alerts that it's now coming by paper check when they're expecting direct deposit. I've had viewers on Direct Express, yes, get alerts that it's saying it's not coming by Direct Express, it's coming by paper check. But I've also had viewers on Direct Express actually get the alert, like this one, that says it's coming March 24th. Thank you for your comment. I appreciate it. Wendy, Chase SSI. So I've had a couple of viewers say it's coming March 24th. I can't confirm that, but that is what they've heard. Lala, nothing on net spend. Give it a little bit of time, Lala, because some viewers have got to net spend from the 17th, some have not. Trina, SSI Chime. Don't worry about that because SSI Chime started paying on the first day after it became law, and they're still paying on it. I've had a couple of viewers which is also Bancorp, ask about Chime Bancorp, and they still have not gotten it either. So give it a little bit of time. Thank you for your comment. Let me see more of the comments. Jenny, thank you for your valuable information, LA. Thank you, Jenny. Let's see. MA, if I file 2020 taxes for my 18-year-old as a tax dependent, will I get the first and second stimulus check for her? Okay, so MA's question is very interesting. If you filed a 2020 tax return and you claim the 18-year-old as a dependent, will you get the first and second stimulus check for her? You would have had to request it on the tax return if it was unpaid. That's the first issue. The second one is an 18-year-old would have been excluded from the first and the second stimulus check because they're adult dependents. Adult dependents are only getting their first check ever on the third stimulus round. So that's actually a complicated question. Hopefully it was made clear to you. Trina, Chase Bank Direct Deposit, SSI. Give it a little time. I've had a lot of viewers get SSI Chase since the 17th. More are still coming. Let's now cut back to that video from Bernie Sanders in which he talks about the need for forced stimulus. Now, as you know, Bernie Sanders is among those Democrats in the House and Senate who want reoccurring stimulus checks to the end of this pandemic. It would presumably pay somewhere between $12,000 to $16,000 a viewer, including if you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, and railroad benefits. In this video, he talks about the push to get stimulus out the door again. Let's listen in.
Movement for the last number of years and grassroots organizing has had a very significant impact on changing consciousness in America. What happened is the Democrats, we passed a very strong bill. And you know what? As you've indicated, 75% of the American people like it. And you know what? When we raise the minimum wage to $15 and we guarantee paid vacation time and we do paid family and medical leave, and when we create millions of good paying jobs, rebuilding our infrastructure and tackling climate change and taking on the fossil fuel industry, the American people will like that too. So the issue we're dealing with is, will the Democratic Party, and we're off to a really good start, have the courage to address the crises facing the American people, even if it means taking on the big money interests who have so much historically had so much historical influence over the legislative and economic life of this country.
And there you go. During that running of
Let's
the video,
not kid ourselves.
someone asked,
Progressive movement for the.
Let's stop, Bernie. We got it, Bernie. During the commercial, during that segment of Bernie Sanders, someone in the live chat said, "My daughter is 18 and I received her stimulus." Julia, yes, that's a little bit different. Third stimulus, 18-year-olds get a $1,400 stimulus check. Second stimulus, they do not. They're adult dependents. So that was why the prior comment from the other person was a little bit complicated. Let's see. Kathy, I have URW Credit Union direct deposit. Do we have a date yet? I don't know anything about URW direct deposit. Carl, it says it'll be several weeks before we get the $1,400. It's not updated information, Carl. That's actually an old post. I have the most recent information. And in fact, the most recent information is actually IRS, which actually says that's not accurate information. IRS has actually updated viewers and told them who bank at that bank that it will be coming by paper check next week or by direct deposit next week. Thank you, Carl, for your comment. Let me see some more. What happened with that computer glitch last week? Maybe they fixed it. I don't know which computer. There's so many computer glitches, I can't keep track of them. Simmons Bank. I haven't heard anything about Simmons Bank, Teresa. Thank you for your comment, Teresa. Robbie, nothing from Great Western. I haven't heard anything about Great Western. Sandy, hugs for you, LA. Well, I appreciate that, Sandy. Let's see. So Julia, I received 3 for her. Well, if she was less than 18, you would have received the first stimulus check for her. 18-year-olds did not qualify for the first stimulus check, but maybe she was younger than that at the time. So that's sort of the confusion of all this. Gino says, I just got blocked out of the IRS website. Yes, Jenny has been posting that comment that you can't check the IRS stimulus check tool too many times per day because it will block you out. So I don't know if that's the case. Let me see some more of the comments. I have a Rush card. I don't know anything about the Rush card. Let me see more of the comments. I'm a Direct Express card holder. I didn't get that email. And that's not to worry. What you're seeing across the board, and the reason why I make recordings like this, is for you to understand that if you're a Chase customer and you're hearing from me recording that another Chase customer heard a lot of deposits are happening on the 24th, it should be helpful information for you. It should not be, the reaction to the Chase information should not be, but I didn't get that Chase information, so there's something wrong. And if one viewer gets a Direct Express alert, no, not just one, a lot, countless have gotten this alert that it's March 24th for Direct Express deposit for those viewers, and others are getting Direct Express alerts that's coming by paper check, then you shouldn't say, oh my God, there's something wrong, I haven't gotten an alert. No, that may be an indication of where your money is. Let's go over the banks that have paid South stimulus checks. Citizens Bank, PNG, Bancorp, Bank Chime, PayPal. Now, when I go over these banks, you may hear your bank say, well, I haven't gotten mine. The good news is you will get it because they are paying out the stimulus checks. Green Dot, People United Bank, US Bank, PNC, Capital One, Lake Michigan, Credit Union, USAA. Also Union Bank, MetaBank, MX Bluebird, Navy Federal, BB&T, and Wood Forest. Also Bank America, Wells Fargo, Chase, H&R Block, Green Emerald, and also TurboTax. Thank you for joining me on Afternoons LA. Coming up is one final video in which I go more into the live chat with you, and we see those final comments from the president about the arrival of your stimulus check promptly. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also, like this video. It really helps in the algorithm rankings. Let's see if we can do 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 likes. And finally, consider becoming a member of Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcium VIP. Join me for one video coming up right after this in just 2 minutes. The final video this day until we go into Evenings LA. Thank you for joining me. I hope this video was helpful for you. And stay with me as Afternoons LA continues right after this.